Greetings all, my name is Jason Colyer. I'm a Support Operations Manager here at GitLab, and today we're going to cover taking a repo that is in GitLab.com and doing all its CI/CD there, and moving it to the ops instance so CI/CD is run there, but code is maintained in GitLab.com. So to get started, we will make a new project. We're just going to call it automations. Maintaining desk automations or Zendesk Google. And helps if I spell automations right. There we go. I'm not going to initialize with the README since I'm about to mirror, so I'll create the project. Now, what I need to do is go to Settings and Access Tokens in the source project and create one. Now, I've already done that, so instead what I can do is go to Settings, Repository. We're going to want this URL. We're going to go to Mirroring, paste there. I'm going to put my username as the mirroring user. We're doing a pull to pull the code, and we're going to take that source token and paste it there and mirror. Now if we look at this, it's already done, so fantastic. So once it's done, we can delete the mirror. We don't need the pull mirror anymore. So now we've got the code here that we need to have. Now the next thing we're going to need to do is set it up so that this mirror pushes to this one. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to go to Settings and Access Tokens, and we're going to create one. Due to the sensitive nature of an access token, I'm going to do that off screen, but essentially we give it a name, select the scopes that we need, and create the access token, and then put that somewhere that we can use it. So now we're going to go ahead and go to repository on GitLab.com, our source. We're going to go to mirroring. We need the clone URL. We're going to paste it there. Give it my username. We are doing a push for this one. We're going to give it the targets token, and we're only mirroring protected. So we're going to go ahead and click that to set that up. All right, that's good to go. Now, one thing we want to do is go to our repository settings here, and just make sure that this branch that we're going to be mirroring to isn't there. So unprotect that. Just in case, the default branch changes something else, so let's change it to the correct one. All right, so if we go to automations now, we should see it coming from the main branch. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and delete all these spare branches. We don't need them, so let's delete that. Awesome. So with the mirroring set up, we are good to go. Now what we need to do is set up the CI/CD on the ops instance. So what we'll do is we need to set up some variables. Now the first one we're going to want is run job, and that's going to be set to true on the ops instance. What we'll also need to do is set up the rest of those. Due to them being a sensitive nature, I'm going to do that off screen. So we would go to CI/CD, go to our variables, and we're going to just continue adding the various ones that we need. So we're going to go ahead and add the URL it's going to use. So we'll add that. I know I'm doing a lot of this off screen because it's sensitive nature, but should be the same basic principle for almost any adding any CI/CD variable. And we're going to add the username and the token. So I've got my API token here. We want to always make sure we use a unique one so we can tell them apart. All right, so I'll go ahead and refresh here so that we can see the other ones were added. There we go. Those are the ones we need. Now over on our main instance, we'll go to our CI/CD, and the only one we need is that run job. So we're going to set run job to false on our main instance. Okay, we can go ahead and get rid of those other ones. So I'll go ahead and delete those because we don't need them. And we can refresh and see it should just have the run job. Awesome, that's what we want. All right, now with this in place, we're pretty much good to go. It will push over, but we need to edit our CI/CD to match this new system. To do that, we're going to add some rules, but honestly, the easiest way to do that is to kind of use ones we already have. So what I would recommend is kind of cloning, copying them from an existing one. So I'll grab the ones from the views because it's going to basically be the same stuff. And we're going to do a web IDE. And we'll paste those in there. Now to give a quick run through, Ruby 3.0, these are the stages that we use. This is our script. We've got the gather. This will run every time on both instances. And then these three, the from Zendesk, compare, and sync jobs, will only run if run job is true, which is only the case on the ops instance over here. So we can do that, and updating CI for mirroring. We'll create our patch, and we'll get that pushed over. And yeah, so once we push that over, it'll sync over here, and then we'll have the CI/CD running correctly in both instances. That's all there actually is to doing this. So I hope you found this educational, and I look forward to seeing you in the next recording.